Today we're talking with Mario Blount. He's a Harrison County native, a pharmacist, and a small business owner. He served the past 6 years as recorder for the city of Bridgeport, and now he's running for mayor. Mario, Bridgeport has seen significant success and growth. Do you believe that growth is being managed well? What would you do differently?
Thank you. The continued success of Bridgeport is one of my top priorities as mayor. Our success has been directly related to a couple of things, Sean. Number one, it's been long-term planning and long-term execution of those plans. We have a 5-year plan that we stick to as best we possibly can. We always hit roadblocks, we always hit trials and tribulations, but we try to turn those roadblocks into stepping stones if we can and try to stay on our 5-year plan. The other thing that we do really well each year is we have what we call a strategic planning meeting. That meeting takes place in November of every year before the budgetary process begins. And what the strategic planning meeting does is it allows us to align our priorities and budgetary items that we're going to address from the department heads and the city manager and other department heads and council. It allows us to align those priorities and see where they lie within the 5-year plan and see if those are the ones that we're going to address this year through the general fund budget process that begins in January of each year. What would I do different? I think that this year, especially, it's important that we look at infrastructure. I think we need to really look at water and sewer, not only in the current residents that we have, but in future potential growth areas that we have in the city of Bridgeport. So I'd like to pay particular attention to that this year when we go through the planning and budgetary process.
Mario, what are your views on government transparency? Is city government open enough to residents?
John, open meetings are the basic positive communication thing, the avenue that we have between our citizens and their elected officials. I believe that open access to information and the transparent systems increase our public's knowledge of council's items and makes them become more engaged in what we're trying to accomplish as a council and as a city. I believe that we're open. You can come to any council meeting that you want to. You can ask just about anything and get anything that you want as long as it doesn't violate a statute, an ordinance, public trust, or personnel or private issue. I don't have any problem of anything that we've done that's not open, and the citizens are welcome to come and get any information they want, either at a meeting or at City Hall anytime during the day.
Mario, are you pleased with the city's current direction? How would you improve it?
John, I am so proud of the accomplishments of the city of Bridgeport. Even before my time on council, we had dependable, knowledgeable people who did their due diligence that decided that we wanted to grow our city forward in a progressive manner every day. And as you know, that's what we try to do every day. We try to win every day. We have so much to be thankful for. We've managed our budget successfully. We've delivered what I consider to be exceptional services to our people, to our citizens, and we've actually had the ability to keep that quality of life that's important to our citizens that they appreciate and they expect of us. Our city we have to keep our momentum going into the future. It does several things for us. By keeping that momentum going, it opens up new businesses. We go out and seek new businesses, retain and expand the businesses that we do have. And actually we have a plan to go out and get a structured business plan together to help bring people into the city of Bridgeport. And most importantly, we need to be progressive to keep Bridgeport a safe place to live, work, and raise our families.
Mario, do you support the fire fee as it's currently implemented? What changes would you make?
It's a good question. The thing that I'm a little concerned is that we have 2 different fire fees. If you look at our budgetary document, there's 2 fire fees. There's one for people who reside inside the municipal boundaries of our city, and there's also one for a line item for people who reside outside of our municipal boundaries, but in our first new fire area as designated by the state fire marshal. Total, those amounts come to about $700,000 on a $2.6 million budget for the fire department. So about 25% of the fire department's revenue comes from the fire fees. I support those fire fees for several reasons. We have top-notch firemen, and we provide them with top-notch equipment. And I believe that any potential user or recipient of those services should share in the cost of providing those services. Whether you're inside the municipal boundaries or you reside in our First Due area, you are a potential receiver of those services, and I believe that there's a cost-sharing responsibility between the two.
Mario, on June 11th, when Bridgeport residents go to vote, what makes you the right candidate?
John, words cannot truly express how honored, proud, and humbled I am to be a candidate for the mayor of Bridgeport. 2 times the citizens of our great city have elected me, and I believe one of the most important positions on city council, and that's our city recorder. This experience that I've had over the last 6 years has given me a unique preparation for the position that I now seek as the mayor of Bridgeport. I believe in Bridgeport. Our progress is real, our future is bright, and the state of our city is striking, sound, and strong. For those people who are willing to work with me to build, collaborate, and create a sustainable, livable Bridgeport, then I'm your candidate. I believe that, as if you do, that if you want to continue the tradition of successes that we've had in the city of Bridgeport, on June 11th, I would like to have the honor of their vote for Mayor of Bridgeport.